Well, there's no live stream today because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. There was a flu running through the family here. I thought it was going to miss me. And I ended up going on a hard hike. And on the way back up the hill, my hiking companion ran out of juice and I had to carry her up a steep hill. So between that and a small amount of sleep, I set myself up, and the next morning I felt like a truck had run over me. How much of it was the flu and how much of it was just plain sore, I'm not sure, but I'm feeling a little beat up. So I figured at least I'd give you folks a look at the fish and how they're doing, and starting with the discus tank. And you can see here the discus are just doing phenomenal. They're continuing to grow. They're looking good. They seem to have backed off from beating each other up and are now getting along, which is good. And hopefully that'll stay that way for a while, at least until I get them into a bigger tank and they'll feel less territorial and mellow out altogether. In the planted community, that's business as usual. It's looking great. All the fish are thriving. The plants look good. And I'm really anxious to get the new fish that I picked up into this aquarium. I think it's going to be just a great addition. The fish I have in here now, like the rummy nose and the neons and the brilliant rasboras, and yeah, they're all good looking fish. Are they a centerpiece fish? I mean, what do you think? A school of rummy nose or a school of neons could be called a centerpiece, maybe. But I thought I needed something with a lot of pop. And that takes me to my quarantine tank, where these fish are actually getting really close to being able to come over to the 55-gallon. You've got that orange cockatoo, which I think is going to be probably the most standout of all of them until the empire, the two empires, put on size and start to color up, because they can be pretty spectacular too. But at first, that cockatoo with that beautiful orange finnage and the trailing points on the tail, I mean, he's just a really, really good-looking fish. A couple tanks over is the Starry Night, and he seems like he's ready to come over to the 90-gallon, which is where I'll probably put him in first, but he's still not as interactive and eating as aggressively as I'd like to see him. So I'm going to leave him here in this 29 for a little while longer and see if he gets a little more swagger, and then move him over to the 90-gallon. Let him and my green tear, let them put on some size, and then move them over to the 210-gallon. The green tear is just looking really good. Probably one of the best looking little green tears I've ever seen. And he's not too aggressive. I have seen him get into it with a couple fish, but not too much. But he'll be a real interesting addition to the 210. I hope him and the Starry Night are accepted and don't create much of a problem. I haven't added fish to the 210 for a while, but when I have, it's been pretty good. The redhead tapajos are looking great. A couple of them have some great trailers going on, great trailing fins, and are looking really sharp. What's going to happen to those fish? Should I try them in the 210? Would they be okay in the 210? I have a Surimanensis in there now. It doesn't seem to be picked on. Maybe he would go after these redhead tapajos. Are the redhead tapajos too docile for the 210? What do you think? And what about this red spotted gold severum? Do you think he'd be okay in the 210? I have that red shoulder in there. And boy, he really became meek after I put him in the 210. He was very aggressive when he was in the 90, picking on the red-spotted Severum, but he's really changed his attitude in the 210 gallon and hasn't really grown that much. I think the red-spotted gold Severum is actually bigger than him now. But you can see here in the 210, everybody's looking good. It's business as usual in there. Jack Dempsey guarding his rock. The ditherfish, silver dollars, doing their dithering. The Salvini looking beautiful. So this tank is great, stable, doing well. If you go over to the 300, you'll see all the fish in there, including the new additions. They're all doing great. The sand diver has put on some spectacular, some of that metallic color that they put on. He's put on a lot of that, and just all of them I think are looking great. There doesn't seem to be over aggression. There's a few chases every now and then, but even the and I hope I don't jinx it by saying it, but even the Rhodesiae yellow seems to be content just protecting his little corner of the tank. I was thinking about getting a bunch of black flat stones and just putting them in the back corners. Stones that are too heavy to get blown around by the powerful wave maker, and maybe that would calm down some of the pit digging and territory claiming. We'll see. We'll see. There's a quarry near me that sells black stones in bulk. I can probably get 100 pounds for $5. So there you go. There's the update on the fish, and I'm sorry there's no live stream today, but I just don't know about sitting there for an hour and talking with aches and pains. There's only so much you can do with Advil. So there you go. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. You know, I should be okay for this coming Saturday, this next Saturday for a live stream. All right? And I'll see you during the week. I'm sure I'll get a video or two out. And until then, don't forget, you rock, my friends. You're the best. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.